change of the government in US is going to impact the
Who's Trump?
so the president of USA.
Okay.
And so how the world is going to change and the world order is going to change with respect to the change in government in USA. The reason why I say this is because US as we all know, is the one of the biggest countries in the world, and it is the country which is having the maximum and the strongest military in the world, and which gives it the preference over the other countries and making it the world superpower. And we've also seen that US is the biggest funder in organizations such as IMF and World Bank, and it is also the biggest contributor in the grouping that is NATO. And how that is impacting the global order. If I say NATO, we have seen that it is the organization of the countries which has been built after the World War II, and all those.
Okay, understood. But what radical changes has the President of America brought about which is going to affect the world order?
So the most prevalent change that is going to be there is because of the tariffs that Trump government is trying to put forward. The tariffs, it is the concept of reciprocal tariffs. That is, if one country is sending any of their products in, say for example, USA, so they have some tariffs on that. And I'll just rephrase it. Whenever US government is trying to sell a product in India, say for example, automobile, that is when the Indian government is imposing tariffs on those so as to increase the price of those products in the country. And that is why say automobile is not very affordable for the people of India. So based on those tariffs, the US government is trying
to... So if you increase the tariff, then the sale goes down.
Yes,
is that... Okay. Understand. Right. And you were telling me something about the Ukraine war. What is the latest on that?
So the latest on that is because of the change of government in US, that has also been impacted. So US government is trying to pacify the matter. They're trying to engage Russia and Ukraine to talk and come to ties together so as to end the war and come to a settlement so as to not impact the lives of the people around. So that has been the current scenario, that Ukraine is trying to get more aids and funds with respect to the war. They're trying to still continue it, whereas the US government is trying to stop the war.
Okay, and since you are reading the newspapers regularly, also some update on the Indian scenario?
So with respect to the Indian scenario, we can see a lot of secessionist approach in the country. The reason why I say this is because we can see that in Tamil Nadu, a language-based secessionist approach is on the rise. We can see that Hindi has been, not very favorable in the state because of the government, and that is one of the reasons. And except that, we also have the merger with the Chin state in Mizoram, and that is going to create a bigger Mizoram, greater Mizoram, that is going to incorporate the territory of Chin in India and develop a greater Mizoram, as you can see.
So you're a sports lover also. Any update on sports?
So update on sports. So in terms of sports, so India has recently won the cricket match. So that is one of the updates.
Cricket match?
Yes, sir.
With whom? Which tournament?
So it was the Champions Trophy and India has won it.
Okay, right. So you seem to be fond of reading also.
Yes, sir.
What type of books do you like to read? Any favorite author, particular author? Which is the last book you've read or the one which you're reading now?
Okay, sir. My choice of preference used to be initially the fictional genre of reading books. However, as of now, I've been moving towards the autobiographies and the research-based papers also. So currently, I am reading. No, it is not an autobiography, but a real-life account of a professor. That is Tuesdays with Muri by Mitch Albom. So that is one of the books that I'm reading currently. And in terms of favorite author, I do not have any favorite authors. However, I'm exploring more new.
Understood. But how do you choose? Because I find it very difficult unless somebody tells me I don't know which book to read. How do you find out which book you should read?
So when I watch the YouTube videos in terms of geopolitics, they give sessions on books, and my sister is also very fond of reading. So whenever she reads a good book, she recommends suggest me. And I have friends who also read, so we keep on suggesting books to each other. That is how.
Yes, so, you're very fond of geopolitics, and there's nobody in defense as I see up till now.
Yes.
And the Prime Minister has said that he would like to groom at least 200 young people to join politics. I think that's a wonderful career. Why don't you think on those lines? That would be something where you're interested in.
So politics has never been my area of interest because, sir, I've always wanted to lead a life of discipline, and that can only come when I enter into the defense forces or some forces of that sort. However, in politics, it is not that well disciplined, if I can say. And
Okay, your motivation for defense.
okay, sir. So talking about my motivation for defense, sir, I'm a Punjabi, and during the 1947 partition, we were the people who came back from the underdeveloped part of India, which is now in Pakistan, that is Rawalpindi. So at that point of time, only my Nanaji and my Nanaji's mother were able to come here, and they got refuge under the military camps. So as an attempt to give back to society, I just wanted to join the defense forces because my mother has seen the life. My Nanaji has been in the military dairy farms. So my mother has seen the life of the armed forces and the culture, the traditions, and the respect that we have for the people of the armed forces. In addition to that, my school has been in front of Red Fort, and every Republic Day and the Independence Day, the Red Fort area is on high alert. So I have seen a lot of deployment in the military and the officials there. So they used to come in our schools, and when you look up to somebody at that point of age, when you're in class 11 or class 8, say for example, and you see those people who are there for your protection. So you ultimately get a sense of security and a sense of respect for those people. So you look up to them.
So now you are appearing for the army. If you are true in all respects, where is your training going to be conducted? What is the duration of the training?
Yes.
What is the rank structure of army officers starting from bottom to top? What are the arms in which the lady officers can join? And if given a choice, which arm would you like to join? And what would be the reasons for that?
Okay, sir. So after making through the process, I'll be training in OTA Chennai. That is for 49 weeks, and it is divided into 2 semesters. There is 2 terms. That is the junior term and the senior term. And thereafter, I've got multiple. As a woman, I've got multiple opportunities to serve in various different arms. So if I talk about the structure of the Indian Army, that is going to be from the NCO, JCO, and the commissioned officers. That is Sepoy, Lance Nayak, Nayak.
I said from officers onward.
Okay, sir. So Lieutenant, Captain, Major, Lieutenant Colonel, Colonel, Brigadier, Major General, General, and then the Field Marshal. That is structure of the armed forces. And talking about the roles for women in the armed forces, so we have on the basis of the operational roles, we have 3 distinctions. That is support, combat. We have combat support, and then the services. Women are as of now allowed to join the combat support as well as the services. So in combat support, we have the artillery. We also have the army air defense. We have got the army aviation. Then in terms of the services, we have got the medical corps. Then we have the engineers. Then we have remote veterinary. We have medical services. Then we have the army service corps. Then we have.
No, you are not eligible for all those things. Tell me only where you are eligible. You have nothing to do with RVC or medical corps.
Yes.
Tell me what the services where you are going to be employed. And which would be your choice if given one?
So I'll be eligible for the combat support. That is the artillery, then the army air defense, army aviation. But as for me, it is going to be army air defense and artillery, and then the military intelligence. So those are the services which are open for me. And personally, I would like to join the army air defense and the military intelligence if given an opportunity.
Army air defense.
Yes, sir.
What does the army defense do? Air defense do?
So Army Air Defense is working in collaboration with the Air Force, and they protect the airfield of our country. and that is based on the four principles of protection. That is multiple. We have got four different types of security systems. That is the long range system, then the medium range, short range, and the very short range. So based on those and the missile capability that we have developed a system of protecting the country and the airspace.
Can you name the systems? The long range, the short range?
Yes, sir. Sir, for the long range, we have got the Prithvi air defense system. Thereafter, for the medium range, we have got S-400, that is from Russia. Thereafter, for the small range, we have got Akash system. And very short range, sir, I'll just get back to you with the very short range.
Okay. Yes. Right. What about your family? How many members are there? What does each one do? What type of responsibilities do you take? What qualities do you think you inherit from your parents, your father and from your mother? And from the other siblings, what is the different qualities between you and them? What are they better than you? What are you better than? And being the eldest, what are the advantages and disadvantages?
Okay, sir. So, talking about my family, we've got 5 people. That is my father, my mother, my younger sister, and then my younger brother. My father and mother are both employed in their business. That is in the sector of loan and finance.
Just 1 second, yeah.
Yes, sir. So,
5 members, yeah.
Yes, sir. Talking about my parents, my mother and father are both employed in their business. That is in the segment of loan and finances. Talking about my younger sister, she is currently pursuing BA LLB from Vivekananda Institute of Professional Studies. That is an IB college. That is IB University. And talking about my brother, he is currently pursuing BBA FIA. That is Financial Investment Assessment, and he is doing that. And talking about what I do with my family, we incorporate in a lot of activities. Since my sister wants to crack the judiciary exam, so she also has to be brushed up with current affairs and the news and everyday happening of the world. So we both incorporate ourselves in discussions with respect to that. And since my brother is a very big fan of cars and vehicles, so he asks me and he questions me, teaches me about the various cars that are available, what are the models, what is the various the factors that are there in vehicle and everything. So talking about how we spend time as a family, we have discussions, we talk about the various matters, we have dinner together, we cook together on the weekends. Since we have time, so we all cook together. My sister loves baking, so she bakes and I eat and I bake and then she eat, so we enjoy that time together. So and talking about what I learn from them and what they learn from me. So being the eldest in my family has helped me to be in the role of a teacher for them. They look up to me as an example, as an inspiration, and they take guidance from me. So being the eldest is giving me the opportunity to guide them in the right direction, to teach them about the opportunities that they have in the future. What all sectors of jobs that they can participate in. So I have been guiding my brother also since he is in 12th. He has just completed his 12th and he is in the first year of college. So I have been motivating and guiding him to also apply for the NDA exam. So that has been one of the factors. And
what responsibility do you take decisions where you are considered?
Okay, sir. So if we have to make an investment in some place, my parents and I sit together. We talk about the prospects and we research about that. So that is one of the factors. So and then basic decisions, just what we are going to eat in the afternoon or what we are going to eat in the dinner. That sort of decisions. And if we have to go visit some place, or we have to any sort of decision that is required in our family, that requires our working as a family member. So we join together as a group and then we discuss about.
Your brother is a financial investment person. Why not they take his opinion rather than yours?
Sir, he's just learning about that. So
okay.
He also gives his insight.
What qualities do you inherit from your father and mother?
Okay, sir. So my father is a very jolly person. He likes to keep everybody motivated, happy. So that is one of the factors which I have taken up from him. The humor factor that I have taken from my father is there. and he is very disciplined also in terms of his health. He wake up every morning and he works out. So I've taken that feature from him also. And talking about my mother, she's selfless, she's empathetic, and she's always there for you whenever you need her, as a mother that she is. So I've taken that quality of empathy from her, and that are the factors that have been, incorporated in my demeanor, in my behavior. So, yes, sir.
Okay. And I think sometimes some people say being the youngest or the younger in the family is definitely an advantage. Less responsibilities, more affection, less scolding. You don't want to be the youngest in your next generation?
No, sir, I'm happy being the eldest. I get to scold him also. So, however, we do not scold him. But talking about being the youngest, but he's the most pampered. That is for sure. So,
Okay.
we love to spoil him, pamper him.
Right. So, from your own assessment of yourself,
Yes.
what do you think would be the strong points or the assets which you possess? There
Yes.
would be some areas where you would like to improve or develop. What are those areas and what are you doing for the development?
Okay, sir. Sir, as an individual, I believe discipline, hard work, and persistence have been my strongest suits. I've been persistent and I've been disciplined in terms of my education, in terms of my academic curriculars and extracurriculars. However, when it comes to knowledge, I can still work on it. There is a lot to learn. There is no end to learning. So that aspect can be still worked on. I can still learn a lot from the daily events, the current affairs that are going around the world, and I can also work on physical fitness. Since I believe I am in a good physical sphere as of now. However, there is always scope for improvement. There is no peak fitness. One can continuously work to get good health and good physical fitness shape. So that is what I would like to work on. Since I've lost 7 kgs in almost a year, so that has been one of my achievements and accomplishments.
Okay. Answer for some reason SSB.
Yes, sir.
Then what happens and what are your alternate goals?
Okay, sir. Sir, since I've put in my best foot forward, I believe I will get recommended. However, you have to be prepared for the worst. So, for that, I have also been, applying for examination that is NET, and this is my short-term goal for NET. Whereas in the long-term goal, I have been preparing for UPSC also, that is Civil Services Examination. So, I would be giving the NET examination in this term. However, in a course of 1 or 2 years, I'll sitting for the CSE examination as well.
Okay, and what do you think happened? What do you think did happen right in your previous SSB? What do you think is the area where you've not been doing well?
Sir, according to me, there is, when it comes to individual obstacles, say for example, I have been doing 7 obstacles as of now. So I believe by putting in more efforts in the physical fitness, I can easily do 10 obstacles in the given time that we have. So a little improvement can be done there. When it comes to my interview, I can learn more if I work on my knowledge. If I am not able to answer a question, if I read on more topics, that is going to help me in my interview as well. So that can also be one of the factors. When it comes to psychology, I believe I have portrayed myself as an individual that I am. So I can just work on myself and improve it, and the psychologists will be able to see it in the longer run.
Okay, Anchal, with that, I've finished. Any questions?
I know, sir.
Okay, at this stage, I forgot to tell you in the briefing, you should not ask questions. You should say no, thank you, get up, say good day, give a smile, and walk off. However, in case the interviewing officer insists, no, ask something, you can ask something related to service from his career point, whatever you feel, but don't make the fatal mistake of asking, sir, how have I done in this interview?
Yes, sir.
Except that you ask anything.
Okay, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, with that, we finish the interview. Now, I'll give you a debrief on certain points, and after that, like I said, you can answer.